welcome to episode 33 of the IHN show. As always, Andy's right over there.
And 33 is 22 multiplied by 1.5. It's pretty good.
You're trying too hard for a dinger.
I know, that's the thing.
So, any good stories from the last 2 days since we last recorded?
2 days, not a dang thing. So with that, we will hop into your story if you got one. If not, probably hockey.
Nope. With that, we'll hop into what track am I?
Oh yeah, who had that track?
Because I would only do that on Thursday, but it's replaced. Remember, moments of the weekend, mostly so I don't have to worry about copyright things. But okay.
Yep.
So, I am a 1 mile. Oh wait, hold on. Did I have that right?
You got the timer ready? Unless I got one.
I can get it.
All right.
I am a 1 mile asphalt oval.
Well, I believe there is a lot of them, I wager, so I'll take my next hint. Year was it built?
Year it was built, 1995.
Really?
It broke ground in the middle of June and opened at the end of November.
All right, what state is this track in?
That is too much of a hint for right now.
Oh, yeah.
Its capacity maxed out started at 51,000.
Holy crap.
That's not a lot.
It's not?
Not for a NASCAR track. It's not a lot of people.
Oh, comparing that to a hockey rink.
Well, a hockey rink, that's a lot, but to people, it's not. I forgot to mention, 3-turn asphalt oval.
Oh. And it's a 1 mile?
1 mile, 3-turn asphalt oval, considered a tri-oval.
Oh, crap.
NASCAR and Indycar ran there. NASCAR only being the truck series.
Only the truck series?
It was built at a cost of $6 million.
And this was built in 95?
Yes.
I have my first guess. Get the buzzers ready.
Okay.
Is it Kentucky? Mother F, man.
Kentucky is 1.5 miles.
No. Yeah, that's a good guess.
It was designed by a person that worked for Indianapolis Motor Speedway, in the great state of Florida. It closed in 2015.
Oh, no wonder.
On August 9th.
Oh, jeez. I got a fancy timer. I got about a minute. I'll take my next hint.
It's nicknamed because of who made it. Indianapolis Motor Speedway came up with it. And its nickname is, the Brickyard for the Art of Bricks. Its nickname was the Mick Yard.
Oh, what is that track? The Mick Yard. Yeah, I've heard of that before. Closed. I'm gonna Google that right now. I wish I could Google that. What is the Mick Yard? Come on. Oh, I forgot the name of that track. Dang it. Oh, I forgot. I'll take my next hint. What am I at, like 15 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'll take the last hint.
Near Walt Disney World.
Oh. Son of a...
Take a guess.
I can't... I completely forgot.
I gave you 3/4 of the track name.
Yeah, the Mick Yard. Yeah, I forgot the name of that track.
Yeah, I gave you 3/4 of it as a hint. The track name was Walt Disney World Speedway.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's the
trucks only ran there a few times. I think only
in
twice.
the Mick Yard. So that makes sense, but I've never heard of that.
Oh.
Great.
Oh, that was a good try.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well,
Great.
Sometimes you find tracks like that. It's hard to find tracks that are... I'm trying to do a balance between defunct NASCAR tracks and current ones, but it's hard to do current ones because I can only do 1.5 miles because those are the...
Yep.
It's a difficult one. Anyways. Alright, fun fact, go.
Fun fact? Oh.
Because we are skipping IndyCar.
The record in hockey in the NHL for most points in a single game is held by who?
I would assume Wade Gretzky.
No, and apparently...
Or Mario Lemieux.
No, it is apparently some guy named Daryl Sittler.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He had 10 points in a game in 1976 back in the Stone Age between his team, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and their opponents, the Boston Beaches. The Toronto Maple Leafs obviously won that game. And who had the record before that was Maurice Rocket Richard. And previously had the record, as I just said, with 8 points. And then Daryl Sittler beat it by 2 with 10 points in a single game. Hot dang, just a little bit. Holy crap. That's stupid scary. And your fun fact is?
My fun fact is, okay, go back to the 90s, alright?
The 90s.
The 90s. In fact, the 1990 NASCAR Winston Cup Series.
Oh, crap. I forgot who won it that year.
Don't care who won it that year.
Okay.
Not the trivia, it's fun fact.
Right.
Go back to when, obviously, the first race of the year was the Daytona 500.
Mm-hmm.
The second race of the year was, take a wild guess. Second race of the year in 1990.
Let's go with Charlotte.
Close. No.
Dang it.
The second race of the year was Richmond.
Ah.
I only said close because the third race here was Rockingham.
Yep.
So, the Pontiac Excitement 400 was held on February 25th at Richmond International Raceway, also known as Richmond Raceway as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
This race may be the coldest race in NASCAR history. The temperature was in the mid-20s.
Holy sheep.
With winds gusting to 41 miles per hour.
Oh my.
Generating a wind chill of about 5 degrees.
Yikes.
A bit nippy.
Mm-hmm.
And now Richmond falls a lot later in the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Almost, I think, 2 months later.
Because of that.
Because it at first it was probably fine, but after a while, it was probably hanging out in the 30s. It's like you can't have a race in the 30s. People won't go because it's too cold.
Too dang cold.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So they moved the race later in the year and then did the same to Bristol because Bristol was pretty early in the year too. And they move Atlanta up to the second race because Atlanta's warm.
Uh-huh. And then the people and the fans...
Yeah, Bristol used to be like the 6th race of the year. Now I think it's the 10th.
Yeah. And then the people, the fans in the audience are just like, we love it here! Even though
it's a hardy
people! Bunch of frozen dumb is what's wrong.
Yeah. That year they only had 29 races. Points races. And the TV providers were CBS, TBS, ESPN, ABC, and one race that ran on Showtime at Pocono.
Nice.
And ironically, at Pocono, Miller Genuine Draft sponsored the Million Iron Draft 500 at Pocono, and then the one race later was the Million Iron Draft 400 at Michigan.
Nice.
And then later at Richmond, it was the Miller Genuine Draft 400 again.
Nice. And then the next race after that
was the Peak Antifreeze 500.
Aw.
That's when Dover was called Dover Downs International Speedway.
I remember when it was called Dover Downs. That was back in the day.
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you had to look at this. Every race was sponsored in 1990.
Yep.
Every race they had, because you had the Daytona 500 doesn't get sponsored.
Yep.
The second race, the Pontiac Excitement 400, the GM Goodwrench 500, Motorcraft 500, Trans-South 500, Valley Dale Meets 500. I don't know. First Union 400. The Haynes Activewear 500, the Winston 500, which was at Talladega. I think that's the only race that's not sponsored, is the Winston 500.
Wow.
Then you have the Winston, but that's just the All-Star race, so it doesn't count. You have the Coca-Cola 600, obviously.
Oops, I did not mean to play
the best race name of the year, the Budweiser 500.
Woo! Budweiser, that's pretty good.
Banquet Frozen Foods 300 at Sears Point.
I remember when Sonoma was called Sears Point.
And the two Miller Drafts, the Pepsi 400 at Daytona, also is what many people call the Firecracker 400. The AC Spark Plug 500, because I'm going to put some spark in your life. The Die Hard 500. Holy crap, they ran...
Is what that gets. That's what I meant to play.
Man, they ran at Talladega. They've always run at Talladega around the first weekend in May. They ran at Talladega the second time in mid-July. Yeah, I can see why they push it back. It's harder than hell when they go there the second time.
Mm-hmm.
They also used to run at Darlington twice. They still ran at North Wilkesboro.
Yep.
What other track on? Yeah, that's about it. They ran at Atlanta twice. Different time back then, different time now.
In the Stone Age.
Yeah, pretty much. So with that, we will move
into
our hockey segment.
All the big guns gonna shoot out the lights. The place will be rocking 'cause it's Saturday night. Hot, fast breaking, bullet on ice. The place will be rocking 'cause it's hockey tonight.
Okay, in hockey, I don't think there was any free agency signings.
But do we have some very sad news? Do we ever?
Did we?
Vegas. Injury.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's
over the news section.
Oh, yeah.
It's not sad. It's not like the guy died.
I know, but
Jeez. No, not pretty much. Other than
there goes their season.
Other than Matt Donovan, their season was trashed anyways.
I know.
They have a losing record. Matt Donovan, a defenseman, age 28, got a 2-year free agency contract from Smashville at $675,000.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard about that. Yeah,
That's
and then they sent him down to the minors, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Monday scores for Monday, November 5th. The Boston Beaches beat the Dallas Stars 2-1 in overtime.
Game.
The Canadiens beat the Islanders 4-3 in a shootout. The Devils beat the other team, Pennsylvania, at
Dumpster Fire Arena. Yours truly.
Other than Kincaid did not get the shutout, but they won 5-1. The Capitals beat the Oilers 4-2, and the Flyers beat the Desert Dogs, ending their winning streak at 5. Ironically, beating them 5-2.
Which is pretty good. Now, time for me to read Tuesday. On Tuesday was when a Golden Knights player got injured at this game. The Golden Knights got 1, and the Maple Leafs got 3. Les Canadiens de Montreal played the New York Rangers in Madison Square Garden. The Rangers got 5, and the Canadiens got 3 at Madison Square Garden. The Jackets and the Stars in Nationwide Arena. The Jackets got 4, and the the Dallas Stars in the desert got 1 near the desert. And this game right here sucks. There was no goaltending involved whatsoever in this game. The New Jersey Devils played the Buffalo Senators and
Nope.
Yeah, I know.
Nope, it's the Buffalo Sabres now. I'm sorry, it's the Ottawa Sabres.
Ottawa Sabres.
And the Buffalo Senators.
Same thing.
No.
Senators won.
Sabres.
Same thing, 7-3 over the Devils. This game right here, yours truly, the Detroit Red Wings, got 3 for free Arby's curly fries, and the Canucks got 2, and that was in a shootout. Dylan Larkin with the only shootout goal.
It was a pretty nifty move, too.
It was. Just one little ipsy doodle, that's it.
He froze the goalie and took a shot right over his pad.
Mm-hmm. And this game, the Edmonton Oilers...
Man, every team that played on Monday played on Tuesday.
Yep. And the Tampa Bay Lightning played, and the Lightning got 5 and the Oilers got 2. Sucks, but this game was great. I watched the highlights of this game and the previous game. The Hurricanes and the St. Louis Blues. The Hurricanes got 1, and the St. Louis Blues got 4 and beat them. Speaking of a score of 4-1, the Ducks got 1 and the Kings got 4 at Staples Center. Sucks.
That's right.
The San Jose Sharks and the Minnesota Wild at SAP Center. The Minnesota Wild just couldn't quite get it done as they got 3, and the Sharks hold on to beat the Minnesota Wild, and the Sharks got 4 and just barely top them.
All right, Saturday's schedule.
Saturday's schedule right here. This game right here.
The Canucks versus the Buffalo Senators. When we say the Buffalo Senators or the Ottawa Sabres, whatever team we're referring to, go by the city.
The city name.
Go by the city name. They play at KeyBank Arena.
Yep.
At 1 p.m. That's a day game.
Mm-hmm.
The Blackhawks and the Flyers play rematch of the 2010 finals.
Correct.
1 p.m. Also at Wells Fargo Center. Predators and Stars at 2 p.m. at the American Airlines Center. The Maple Leafs played the Boston Beaches at 7 p.m. at that one garden.
At the other dumpster fire.
At that one garden that nobody likes because he got rotten tomatoes. The Golden Knights play the Canadiens at the Bell Center. Senators play the Lightning at Amalie Arena, and the Islanders play the Panthers at BB&T Center at 7 p.m. Coyotes play at Dumpster Fire Arena at 7 p.m.
Play the other team in Pennsylvania.
I wasn't even going to say their name. I was going to say they're playing at Dumpster Fire. They're practicing.
Oh, the first Dumpster Fire
The
Arena.
Coyotes are going to practice at Dumpster Fire Arena on a shooter-tooter.
Antti Ranta records the shutout,
Yes,
23-0. Hey, that's right.
The Red Wings play the Hurricanes at the PNC Arena
Yep.
at 7 p.m. Rangers Blue Jackets at Nationwide Arena at 7 p.m. as well. And Flames Kings 10 p.m. at Staples Center. They're going to be burning down the house. I get to play the joke.
Oh, yeah.
Who makes the joke gets to play the joke. Alright. I'm going to go with the the Buffalo Senators over the Canucks.
Go Canucks, go. That's going to be a great game.
Oh, well, you have two trashy teams trying
To make the playoffs, but they both have decent, above 500 records right
both
now.
doing better than Detroit.
Yeah.
We have no room to talk. All right,
Yeah.
I'll see the Flyers over the Hawks.
Go Flyers, go.
Preds over the Stars, biased and truthful.
Biased is the Stars. Truthful, sadly, is the Preds.
You gotta get. They're 11-3. I mean,
yeah, just a little bit.
Obviously, the Leafs over the Beaches.
I also have that.
Harold Bluetooth, of course, shut up.
22-0.
Like it. Knights over the Canadiens, or Knights versus the Canadiens.
I have the Canadians in overtime.
I'll take the Knights in overtime.
Oh shit.
All right. Lightning over the the Ottawa Sabres.
Yep, I'm gonna take that.
I keep on saying the Buffalo Senators. Every time I read them, I always think
Because you get it from me.
no. I read the Senators and I automatically think Buffalo Senators because I see it. No, I guess say
Yeah.
Ottawa Sabres.
Yeah, the other way.
And when I see the Sabres, I automatically think Ottawa Sabres. No, you dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Islanders Panthers. I'm gonna take the Isles.
I also have
Isles
that.
are doing pretty good without Tavares.
I know 8-4-2 right now in their first 14 games. Hot
Obviously,
dang.
the Desert Dogs are just practicing at Dumpster Fire Arena.
Antti Ranta records the shutout.
Biased is Wings over Hurricanes.
That is also my bias.
Obviously.
My truthful is Canes in a shootout. Back-to-back shootouts for the Wings.
I'm gonna take Red Wings. Truthfully.
Hot dang.
Uh,
But this next game, go Jackets, go. The Rangers
I'll
are
take-
7-1.
they're
Hot
virtually
dang.
identical records. They play the same amount of games. The only difference is that the Jackets have one more win, so that
Yep.
makes them 8-6-1 instead of 7-7-1.
Yep. Go
I'm
Jackets,
gonna
go.
take the.
I'm going to take the Jackets.
I'll take the Jackets. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna take the Flames.
Their record is 9-5-1 in their first 15 games. They're red hot.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider them red hot. Red hot would be the freaking Smash
Predator.
Predators.
11-3-0.
3-0.
But they're doing dang good right now.
Yeah.
They're feeling some sort of heat. It's pretty good. Okay, anyway, on to Sunday.
Yeah, please, on to Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, this is the battle of the Central Division right here.
Yeah, it's a free game.
It is a free game. That's
Which means
which
that
means
deserves
it's a
a
free
free
ganger. The Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues, not St. Louis, at 3 p.m. That is in wherever this Blues play.
You're about to go on a tear.
I'm about to go on a tear.
Yep.
With what, dingers?
Yep.
I'm about to go.
Look down the list. Look down the list.
Oh, sheep. This is gonna suck. It's the teams I don't know.
What?
About to go on a tear?
No, look down the list. You're about to go on a tear on dingers.
Oh my gosh!
Is it the same? Yep. Nope. It's because it's Veterans Day on Sunday.
Nice.
Anyways, continue.
The Minnesota Wild and St. Louis Blues at 3 p.m. Eastern, free game.
I got your dinger.
The Ottawa Sabres and the Florida Panthers, 5 p.m., free game.
Which means it's just a free dinger.
The Desert Dogs and the Washington Capitals, 5 p.m. Eastern, free game.
Oh, what happened? I got it. I accidentally hit Steam. Free dinger.
The New Jersey Devils and the Winnipeg Jets, 7 p.m. Eastern, free game.
Free dinger.
The Vegas Golden Knights and the Boston Beaches at the other Dumpster Fire Arena, free game, 7 p.m.
Free dinger.
The Red Hot Calgary Flames and the San Jose Sharks at 9 p.m. Eastern in SAP Center. Free game.
All right, they're gonna be running a little cold.
Nice.
Free dinger for a free game.
Speaking of cold, the Colorado Avalanche.
Free dinger.
Nice, that was pretty good. And versus in Edmonton to play the Oilers at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, free game.
Free dinger. You're already up to 8.
Oh, going for a record today, boys.
17.
Are we ever?
17.
17
is the record.
That means 9 to tie it, 10 for the record.
No, you're at 8.
Yeah, 10,
Oh, yeah, sorry,
10 to set a new record.
Sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
All
right.
Monday.
No, we gotta do
Predictions.
Did Wild or Blues? One of them played the day before. I think the Blues, didn't they?
The Blues, yep.
Nope, they didn't.
Nope.
Neither of them played the day before.
I used to say, wait a
All
minute.
right, I'm gonna take the Wild.
My biased pick is the Blues because I have them as my underdog predictions of winning the Cup. My truthful pick is the Wild.
I'm gonna take the Ottawa Sabres over the Panthers.
I also have the Ottawa Sabres.
Desert Dogs go.
Yes, go Desert Dogs.
I'm gonna take the Jets over the Devils because they're at home.
I have the New Jersey Devils with the upset.
Obviously the Knights over the Bruins.
I also have the Vegas Golden Knights over the Boston Beaches. Malcolm Subban is gonna go up against
Tuukka Rask.
Yep, and his former team,
Or
the
Halak.
Boston Bruins.
Or Halak.
Yep,
Halak's actually doing pretty good.
he has. And then Malcolm Subban, PK's brother, used to play for the Boston Beaches, and he's gonna come in and shut out his former teammates 69-0.
Yep. The Flames are going to continue to put wood on the fire and cook up that shark. And they are going to win in a feast.
I have the Sharks in the upset in overtime.
And I'm going to take the Oilers over the Avalanche.
I have the Avs.
Monday, November 12th. Canucks Rangers 7 p.m.
That's-
at MSG.
That's gonna be a great game.
Hawks at the Hurricanes 7 p.m. at PNC Arena, sorry. Blue Jackets at the Stars at AA Center. Not Alcoholics Anonymous. 8:30 p.m. and Preds Ducks 10 p.m. at Honda Center. All right, I'm gonna go with the Canucks.
Go Canucks, go.
I'm gonna go with the Hurricanes.
I also have the Canes.
I'm gonna go with the Stars. 'cause
Go
they're at
Stars,
home.
go.
And I'm gonna go with the Preds because nobody can stop the Preds.
Yeah.
Biased and truthful with the Ducks.
Biased as Ducks, truthful as Preds.
Yeah,
Mofos.
You gotta be truthful. Guys.
Son of a...
Guys, wish I would have chose Ryan Johansson for fantasy. He's got 15 points.
Pretty good.
He's look. He's got 13 assists. Dish
Master.
master. Holy, he's on
13 assists in 14 games.
He's almost on pace for us. He's on pace for almost I think 80 assists this year. Dish master.
Which is a free.
McJeepers, look out.
Yep.
All right, Tuesday we have the Devils doing practice at their own Prudential Center at 7 p.m. The Islanders play the Canucks at 7 p.m. at either Barclays Center or Nassau Coliseum. Flyers and Panthers at Wells Fargo Center, 7 p.m. Lightning, Buffalo Senators, 7:30 p.m. at KeyBank Arena. Desert Dogs and the Red Wings, LCA, 7:30 p.m. Wild and Caps at XL Energy Center, 8 p.m. Canadiens Oilers at Rogers Place, 9 p.m. Rogers Center. No, Rogers Place for sure.
Rogers.
I get that
Rogers
mixed up.
Place.
I get that mixed up with Rogers Center, which is Vancouver.
Yep.
Or Rogers Arena, sorry. Maple Laughs and Kings, free game, which means that's a free dinger.
In Staples Center at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, but this game right here.
Preds Sharks.
Oh my.
Predators going on a California road, California Dreamin' at 10:30 p.m.
The Preds are going to feast on the Sharks.
Yes, they are. Alright, obviously, like I said, the Devils are just going to be doing practice at their own rink.
Keith Kincaid records the shutout.
Against the shooter tutor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the Isles over the Canucks because the Canucks played the day before.
I have the Canucks. They're going to do it again.
Are the Flyers and Panthers rematching at the opposite arena?
I don't...
From 2 days prior?
No, I don't think so.
No, they're not. Alright. I think I'm going to take the Flyers because they have over 2 days of rest.
Go Flyers, go.
I'm going to take the Lightning over the Buffalo Senators.
I also have that.
I'm going to take the biased as Red Wings, the
Truthful
Red Wings, because the Yotes played the day before.
My truthful is the Yotes.
All right. Wild over the Caps.
I also have that.
Oilers over the Canes.
I also have
Canadians,
that.
Sorry.
Yep.
Laughs over the Kings.
I also have that.
And Preds over the Sharks, even though the Preds said the day before they are the Predators, so they get an exception.
I have that.
And that's not biased, that's being truthful.
And on Wednesday,
November 14th.
the St. Louis, we got
the classic playoff division rivals.
Oh, the St. Louis Blues and the Chicago Blackhawks.
I swear to God, every year they always play
every year the Hawks beat the Blues.
Yep.
8 p.m. Eastern. This game right here is good. Capitals and Jets, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Boston Beaches and the Colorado Avalanche at Pepsi Center, 10 p.m. Eastern. Mighty Ducks of Anaheim and the Golden Knights, 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
Golden Piss.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to do the Blues.
I also have the Blues.
Jets.
Jake Allen records the shutout.
Jets over the Caps.
I also have that.
Avalanche over the Beaches.
I also have that. Simeon Varlamov records the shutout.
Man. And I'm going to do Knights over Ducks.
Go, Ducks, go.
Both?
For both, yeah.
Both. Truthful and?
Biased, yeah.
All right. And
Thursday.
That's all we got for scores.
Oh, yeah.
And schedule. All right, so now we'll quick do a recap on fantasy. Let me hit the refresh button in case things changed.
Oh, shoot. We forgot to do my scores here.
Oh, sorry, do your scores. We haven't continued on yet.
There was no games, even though I wanted to mention scores. Okay.
All right, just because of that, I am going to take away a dinger.
Crap.
You get?
Mother F.
That's all right, you're still at 8. Settle down.
Today, we're recording this Wednesday. Thursday, the Grand Rapids Griffins play the Manitoba Moose in Manitoba at 8 p.m. Eastern. They also play them Saturday, not at 8, but at 7 for the Griffins, and that'll do it for this weekend. The Toledo Walleye, one game this Friday in Kalamazoo, affiliates of the Vancouver Canucks. They will play them this Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and that is all they have for the weekend. But next week, oh, look out. Oh, wait a minute. Sunday, they're in Brampton to play the Beast at 4 p.m. Eastern, and that's it. Okay, so now fantasy. What is happening in fantasy? I am losing for the very first time in fantasy hockey.
I am up against Andrew. 116.7 to 94.9. I'm up by about 20 points.
You're 1-3-0. I'm 4-0-0.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks.
Although most of your guys have not played yet. Like Matthews can't play, but you have you have Kucherov on the bench. You dummy. And Kopitar on the bench. Let me see here. You got Barry. He hasn't played yet. He plays tonight. Yossi plays tonight. Landeskog plays tonight. Forsberg plays tonight. McKinnon plays. Good Lord, you have all your players in like one game except Mark Sheffley. Poor Mark Sheffley's gonna be the only one left out.
Mark Shifley. Good old Shifley.
I got Eichel and Tavares. They'll play later. I got Arvidsson, but he's out. He did practice this morning in the optional skate, so that's maybe he'll be off the IR. I got Mikko Rantanen. I got Rasmus Dahlin.
Rasmus Nicholas Dahlin.
That's right. Morgan Riley. He still has to play. Ryan Ellis still has to play. He's going to be playing later tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's all I got. Frickin' Marchese only giving me 0.7 points. That's where my 0.7 comes from.
Jonathan Marchese.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, we'll move on to news now.
In other news,
Milan Lucic to have hearing for actions in Oilers game against the Lightning. Forward facing discipline for roughing against Joseph. No idea what happened. Eric Howell leaves the Golden Knights game on a stretcher in the third periods against the Maple Leafs after a collision with Patrick Marleau.
Something with his leg.
Yeah, something like that. Here's big news. The Chicago Blackhawks fired Joel Quenneville yesterday.
I heard.
And Colleton becomes coach of the Blackhawks. He is the youngest in the NHL at 33 years old. How old is Jeff Blashill? Take your pick.
How old is Jeff Blashill?
Yes, how old is he?
Like 48?
He ain't that old, dude.
45.
44.
Mother! That was a weird censored beep. 40. I lose a dinger because I got it wrong, but I gain one back because 44 is double of 22, so that's why it cancels it out.
Let me see here.
Elias Patterson, for how good of a job he's doing for working Magic Ducks, he's drawing comparison to Datsuk. Excuse me?
I wish I would have picked him for freaking fantasy. God bless him.
Yeah.
Riz
and Fraz is right. Teared it up. Just a little bit. What do we got else? What do you else got for news? Nothing. Elias Pettersson. That's the only thing in the news. Other than that, that's it.
Besides Quenneville getting fired, Vasilevsky decided to play soccer and made a really good save with his head.
I saw that, dude. When I saw the highlights of that game and I saw that save, dude, my jaw dropped to the floor, just like gong. It was nuts, dude.
So I think that's all I've got for that.
Yep.
So we'll move on to On This Day.
Not a dang thing. All right.
On November 7th, the Rangers... Oh, this last name's coming around to haunt you. Acquire Esposito.
Oh, gosh.
Except
do I know all about this?
This time it's Phil Esposito and not Tony Esposito.
First name Pill.
Not Terry, Tony. From the Boston Beaches.
Frasm.
The Rangers send center John Rattelli and defenseman Brad Park for minor league defenseman Joe Zanussi and Phil Esposito and defenseman Carl Van Ness. Hold on. Where's the next one? All right, 1962, goaltender Glenn Hall makes his 502nd consecutive start. It has to leave the Chicago Blackhawks game against Boston in the first period because of back injury. He's placed by Dennis Jordy, and the Blackhawks tie the Bruins 3-3. In 1968, the St. Louis Blues center Red Berenson, we all know who Red Berenson is, he's living in the state of Michigan, scores 6 goals and has an assist in an 8-0 victory against the Philly Flyers at the Spectrum, which is the Philly Flyers' old arena. He scores once in the first period, 4 in the second, and once more in the third. It is the first 6-goal game
double hat trick
in the league since Detroit's Sid Howe in 1944.
Nice. That's pretty good.
1981, defenseman John Van Boxmeer has a natural hat trick and 2 assists for a 5-point night. In 2002, Brian Leach becomes the first defenseman in
Brian Leach.
That too.
Yep.
Is in NHL history to score 7 regular season overtime goals. In 2007, Mike Modano scores 2 goals in the first 4 minutes 24 seconds of the 3-1 road victory against the San Jose Sharks. Become the highest scoring United States born player in NHL history.
Yes.
The 2 goals give him
joke.
1,233 points and move ahead past. Take a guess.
Who does
he move past? Who does he move past? What player?
For the
highest scoring United States born player. You're gonna hate yourself when you hear this name.
No, sheep. God, what is his name? Mofo better not be freaking Phil Esposito, I swear.
No, it's not Phil. He's not. He's Canadian.
Oh, yeah. Better not be better not be his other brother's name either. Frickin' A, what is his name?
Phil Housley.
Oh, sheep.
2017, the Armoriaga, the Calgary Flame, plays his 1,925th NHL game to move past Gordie Howe in second place on the NHL's all-time combined games played list behind Mark Messier, 1,992. Yager ends the season with 1,941. Pearl Harbor. Combined games played. On the same night, Roberto Longo makes his 976th regular season appearance, moving past Terry Sajak in the third place on the all-time list among NHL netminders. He ends the season with 1,001 games played. One makes all the difference.
It does.
Yesterday, November 6th, Messier scores his 500th NHL goal.
Just a little bit.
Pretty good.
Just a little bit.
So, you got anything else to add there, Chief?
Time to move on to trivia.
Alright, trivia, you can go first since I had you go first last time.
Always something about hockey, and I also got a timer.
I'm going to start my own timer because then you tend not to give me hints or tell me how far I am.
Okay. What year did the very first ever NHL entry draft take place? What year?
1973. Okay. Was it in the 70s?
No.
60s?
Yeah.
Okay. 60s.
1960s.
I'm going to say mid to late 60s. Let's go with 68.
The team that won the Stanley Cup this specific year was the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Okay, I think they won in 69.
Hey, 69. Hey, it's pretty good.
Is that the right answer?
No.
Oh. Well, I know that's not the right answer, so I won't pick it now.
I say, yeah, don't pick 69. It's the wrong answer. Sadly.
It could be 60. I think they won it in 67 too.
You got unlimited guesses.
Unlimited?
Yeah? Might as well. It's just a year.
Okay, let's go with 66. 7.
67?
64. Oh, I got 65. That's not mid to late 60s then. 63. Oh,
Hey! I mean, 1963. Oh, and
sounds more like a...
or a car crashing sound.
Yeah.
And the fun fact goes with that trivia question. Another fun fact. The Montreal Canadiens were the first team in NHL history to ever draft a player. Only 21 players were drafted in the draft of 1963, but from 1964 on to today, it grew over to 250 players each per draft, which is pretty good.
It's like 7 rounds times 31.
Yeah. 7 times 31 is...
It's like 217, yeah. 216 or 217.
217.
217. So.
Now we will move on to...
Okay. What was the last NHL team
Oh, this ought to be good.
to go or to file for bankruptcy?
The last NHL team to file for bankruptcy?
Yes. I guess my timer's up.
Yeah, after you get the question right.
The last.
Let's start the timer now.
I'm already 16 seconds in.
Oh, great. What was the last NHL team to file for bankruptcy? You know... This ought to suck. I'll take my first hint.
It's still around.
This hockey team is still around?
Yes.
Wouldn't they not be around since they filed for bankruptcy?
No, if they only filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, they would not
Oh.
be. If you file for
Oh.
Chapter 7 bankruptcy, then you're axed. But they filed, I believe, for Chapter 11.
Okay, then I have my first guess. You're not going to believe this. I have a guess already. Is it the Ottawa Senators? Mother F, man.
You also get brownie points if you get the right year.
Oh, sheep. What is a brownie points? What is a brownie point? A free dinger?
Sure.
Gosh, I ain't going to get this right. What was the last NHL team to file for bankruptcy and they're still around? What? If a team relocates, like the Hartford Whalers, and moves to the Carolina Hurricanes, that doesn't count as filing for bankruptcy, right? It's just moving to a new city. Okay, that's what I thought. So.
There's only been 4 teams in the history of the NHL, I believe, that filed for bankruptcy.
Really? 4? Holy smokes.
I'll give you brownie points if you get the first team to do it that I know of.
The first team to file for bankruptcy?
Mhm.
Was it the Ottawa Senators? The old ones? And then they came back? Or not? That didn't count? Alright, great.
When I say file for bankruptcy that I know of, I mean the modern era. So
Oh.
think original 6 on.
Original 6.
I would even say post-original 6.
Okay, that's your hint right there.
But this is the main question.
Yeah.
Who was the last team to file for bankruptcy? They have not won a Stanley Cup.
Oh.
They have not been to the Stanley Cup finals neither.
Figures.
They don't have much of a home team crowd.
Oh. I ran out of time already?
Give me a team name.
I don't know. Florida Panthers?
Arizona Coyotes. I'm sorry, back then it was called the Phoenix Coyotes.
What?
In 2009, the Phoenix Coyotes filed for bankruptcy. They were the most recent team in the NHL to file for bankruptcy.
Really?
Yes. They are technically owned by the NHL.
Okay.
Because the NHL bought the team when they filed for bankruptcy and assumed all their debts.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, and then they don't have much of a home crowd. Okay. What were the other 3 teams then?
I don't know who the other 3 is, but I can tell you, if you can give me the first one, you can get brownie points. And if you give me the year of this one this happened, I already told you in 2009.
2009.
Give me the first team to file for bankruptcy in the modern era.
In the modern era? This is gonna suck. Hey.
I'm not going to give you 3 minutes. You got like 30 seconds.
The first one.
They're successful nowadays, obviously.
Nowadays. Oakland Seals?
The other team in Pennsylvania.
No joke.
Yep, they filed for Watco in the dark times before they got Mario Lemieux. If they would have not gotten Mario Lemieux, they would have moved out of Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Damn!
Yeah.
So
that means Philadelphia could automatically win the Battle of Pennsylvania.
that's right.
That'll teach them.
That's right. All right. So with that, we'll move on to NASCAR where we got some big news.
Do we have
Okay. In the world of... Let me open this so I can close this. Come on. There you go. We're looking up the teams filed for bankruptcy.
Already found it.
Going back to the website I went to because... where was I? Yep.
The Cleveland Barons was one.
Cleveland Barons, who became the Minnesota North Stars, and Pittsburgh Penguins twice.
And the LA
Ottawa
Kings
Senators
and
did
the
it,
Ottawa Senators. I was right.
The Buffalo Sabres did it in 2003, and the Coyotes in 2009.
You mean the Ottawa Sabres and the Buffalo Senators?
That's right.
That's
in
right.
The same year, too.
That's right. That's pretty good.
So, Mario Lemieux leaves, and Pittsburgh goes down the tank.
Yeah.
Before Mario Lemieux shows up, they're in the crapper.
Uh-huh.
He shows up, they do really good, win some cups, everybody loves them, and then they leave. You talk about a bandwagon of a city.
Uh-huh. And then Cindy Crybaby had to show up.
Son of a bitch.
Son Razum Frazum.
And then Evgeny, his ugly twin sister, Evgeny Malkin.
Get him on. Yep.
Razum. Alright, anyways, in NASCAR.
And their other brother, Phil the Thrill.
Okay.
NASCAR news about...
Martin Truex Jr. and Colburn are to join Joe Gibbs Racing next year in 2019. And Texas Motor Speedway post-race penalties. One is for the see here. The 35 of Brendan Poole in the Camping World Truck Series. For ballast containers, loss or separation of added ballast, lead weights from the vehicle. 1 is the number 20 of Eric Jones for an air tray pass issue, meaning air was going through the car in spots where it shouldn't have. The number 12 of Ryan Blaney had a door front crush panel problem. All the filler panels must remain permanently attached to the entire vent. I believe they had a problem and his wasn't attached properly or something like that. And then the big one. The number 4 of Kevin
Happy
Harvick. Vehicle spoiler must conform to CAD file and drawing. Spoilers must be used exactly as supplies from the manufacturer, so teams don't make their own spoilers. Applied to the race finish as post-race L1 infraction. Meaning his spoiler was tampered with during the race. It had to have been during the race because it couldn't be before. Because if it was before the race, it would have been caught through pre-race inspection.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rodney Childress has been fined $75,000 and suspended from the next 2 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Championship points events. Car Chief Robert Smith has been suspended from the next 2 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Championship points events. The team has been assessed a loss of 40 driver and 40 owner points. Meaning Kevin Harvick is now only 3 points out of the playoffs, and he is not guaranteed on to Miami.
Oh my.
So it is going to be a dogfight for Phoenix. But they're also going to Phoenix, which is Kevin Harvick's best race where he has 9 wins. So I guess if there's ever a time to get
That broke. Both the handles broke. There's
super
one
glue
piece.
came off. Hey, next time let's not drop a chair on the table.
Yeah.
So what else was there? Scroll, stupid, scroll. Jamie McFlurry likely to run the Daytona 500 for Chip Ganassi Racing. If you remember, he is not going to run a full season with them next year. He has been offered the Daytona 500. That is it. And then an advisory role for Chip Ganassi. And I believe that's all I've got. Let me check my thingy here.
Okay.
And I'll just bite me. Oh, we can talk about the clinch scenarios for drivers in the playoffs, moving on to Miami. So, obviously, the first clinch for everybody is you're winning, you're in.
Yep.
So, for the Cup Series, where's that at? Get out of there.
You fat. Never mind.
So, you tell me the Xfinity Series. You tell me the Camping World Truck Series. You don't tell me the Cup Series. You freaking dumb. Oh my god, NASCAR, come on, man.
Piece of... Never mind.
Jeez.
Mother... Man.
Pretty much. Here I was going to see if I could do the clinch scenarios for everybody. No, we're just going to give you everybody but the top series. What?
Don't you hate that?
So, Carl Edwards is still retired from racing, but he admits to his nostalgia for the NASCAR grind. And NASCAR will put new procedures in place to avoid mistakenly sending drivers to the rear of the field. You want to find those 2 plastic pieces? I see one over here.
There's one here. There's already one in the cup.
Oh, you put it in the cup?
Yeah, so you don't lose it.
The one's right by your foot.
Ah, here it is.
I'll have to put more super glue on that later.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Alright, we're good.
So,
There, look, he's got a real hold out of it now.
oh jeez. So, I think, yeah, we have a really short episode today.
And with that,
With that, we will move on
to...
to, I can't remember, it was too long ago.
yeah.
We'll move on. Move on as I do this transition. We'll move on to the wonderful Who Had That Number. I know I'm a lazy bum. I haven't made a new intro. Just bite me, all right?
Uh-huh.
So, all right, I'll go first since you went first last time.
Oh, perfect. I got the timer ready.
All right. Who had the number 10 for the Vancouver Canucks in the 19...
Pavel Bure.
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
1992 season.
Is it Pavel Bure?
Yes, it is.
Woohoo!
You don't get the new record because I didn't finish off the year.
Mother man. Okay, here we go. Well, that didn't take long, so now it
I
is.
didn't know you knew Pavel Bure was the number 10. Well, here, let me
It
change
was
that
a
up
lucky
then.
guess.
All right, who wore the number? Oh crap! Never mind. I was gonna flip over to when he was he was playing for the Rangers.
Oh, jeez.
2002, 2003.
That was sucked.
All right. I think he still wore the number 10. All right, go.
Who had in hockey for the NHL?
I have no idea.
Today in the 2006-2007.
Yeah.
It is not one of my favorite teams. It is actually something different.
Just get on with it, would you?
Hold on, I gotta find his number. I know. I believe his number was 34. As a guess, am I right? No, not 10, but double that of 20. Who wore the key number 20 for the San Jose Sharks in the 2006-2007
season? Number 20, eh?
Number 20 for the San Jose Sharks in the 2006-2007 season.
What was he?
Born July 25, 1975, currently age 43, born in what was considered at that time the Soviet Union, 6 foot, 0 inches, 202 pounds, position is a goaltender, catches with his left hand.
Was it? No, it's not. Anyways, keep going, sorry.
Drafted in the 1994 NHL entry draft by the San Jose Sharks, he went 219th overall. From there, from 1991 to 1997, played in some sort of Russian league. And then, his first season with the San Jose Sharks was the 1999-2000 season, where he played with the Sharks. Only had 11 games played. From 2000 to 2004, he really picked it up and then played for some Russian league in the lockout of 2004-2005 season. From there, in the 2005 to 2010, all the way through there, played with San Jose. In the 2010-2011 season, played with some other team, and then was traded to the New York Islanders somewhere around 2011, because he played with them from 2011 to 2014 with the Islanders, and then was traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning in the 2014-2015 season and retired with them. And has a career goals against average of 2.44 over his entire career, and a save percentage of .911. NHL awards, 1 minute left. He won the Calder Memorial Trophy as the best rookie of the year in 2001. Has not won a Stanley Cup for the Sharks. And then 3 Stars of the Game Award in 2010. I don't know what that is. And that is about it. Arguably, in my opinion, the greatest San Jose Sharks goaltender of all time. 35 seconds left. His initials is E.N.
Not Niemi, is it?
No.
That's what I thought. Because he plays for Montreal right now, doesn't he?
Yeah. And then, yeah, Antti starts with A.
Nabokov?
It is Evgeny Nabokov with 15 seconds left. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I pulled that one out of my ass.
You did. Very.
I was thinking, goalies to start that. Nabokov. It's probably not right. I'll be damned.
I'll be dang. Well, son of a
gun.
bitch. You know.
So, this kid, and you're sitting there, this kid.
Me.
Yeah, right. All right, with that, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to contact us, ihnshow@gmail.com. If you want to support us on Patreon, link to that in the description below. And so will the link to, just what our email address is. White flag is in the air. You got anything to add there, Chipper?
Not a dang thing.
All right, here's a checkered flag.